What's the deal with diet? First, you have to understand this. Your diet is what makes you and also what breaks you. Well, what makes teeth? Calcium phosphate. Your tooth is made up primarily of calcium phosphate, and it's situated in a bunch of holes known as porosities or tubules. There's billions of them. They're all over the enamel, they're on the root structure, all right? So here we have a picture of that exact same surface, the little holes everywhere, these tubes, and you can see that they're filled with something. That's calcium phosphate. So this is a highly mineralized surface of a tooth, what we considered this is what makes you. Now, let's take a look at the same surface that breaks you, okay? When the calcium phosphate is dissolved, primarily through diet, it exposes all those holes in your tooth, whether it's on the enamel or root surface, and the bacteria that causes tooth decay, the bacteria that causes gingivitis and gum disease can get inside these holes, all right? So we gotta make sure that the diet is on the what makes you side and not what's on the breaks you side. And this is the designation between the two realities, is pH, all right? So when the pH in the mouth goes below 5.5, it starts dissolving and demineralizing that calcium phosphate in those holes. When we're pretty much above that area, then you remineralize and start making you and start filling in those holes again with calcium phosphate. So we want to make sure and leverage your diet to make sure it doesn't fall below 5.5 that often. Unfortunately, most people don't understand this. So the most common diets or dietary choices that makes the oral environment fall below 5.5 are things like sparkling water, coffee, processed foods, simple carbohydrates, things with sugar. The reason why sugar causes cavities is exactly this, is because that sugar feeds the bacteria that causes gingivitis, that causes tooth decay. And when they eat that sugar, they produce something called lactic acid. That's all the way down here. So it's more acidic, and that's how the bacteria actually get inside the tooth, by dissolving those tubes. All right, so there's other diets that actually will remineralize the tooth structure. Obviously, water, that's not sparkling, pure natural water, fresh fruits and vegetables, coconut water. Things that are more natural, less processed is what's going to be more on the alkaline side. Things that are more processed and less natural are more on the acidic side. So we talk about diet often in the office, whether I'm going to do any sort of treatment, because I need to understand how you got to the problem that you have. What diet choices you made that got to the problem we have that we're currently fixing. Because once we understand that, we can change it. So that way, after I fix it, the longevity of whatever I do, whether it's a filling or a crown or whatever, will skyrocket. And then the problem won't happen again, so that way you're gonna get a benefit because now we identified the problem. So you won't repeat the same problem over and over. That's basically the deal with diet. If you have any questions that Google can't answer to determine what's acidic, what's not, feel free to contact me at any time. I'd be happy to help you understand the importance of diet.